All right. Hello, my name is Dr. Laura Hanson. I am the founder of Original Development. Original Development is a brain-based program helping children with developmental delay. You might know developmental delay by the names of autism, ADD, ADHD, OCD, ODD, PDD, and many more, and new labels are emerging all the time. Developmental delay simply means that your child didn't develop as expected. There are many reasons why children have developmental delay. And at Original Development, it is our job to help you find the root cause as to what the problem is. It shows up in many different symptoms. Your child may not be able to ride a bicycle. Your child may have problems in school. Your child may have problems with reading and writing. Your child may have problems socializing, or you just may know as a mother intuitively that your child is not going in the right direction. We are here to help you. Our program first begins with a detailed history. This is the blueprint of your child. Every child is different. There are no children that are identical. Therefore, there is no one program that can just be utilized to meet every single need. We have to find out where this problem began. The history begins with the mother and the father, what your health was at the time and before conceiving this child. We also want to know about your health and any events that occurred during pregnancy. We also want to know about the early years of your child. All of these are your child's blueprint, and they give us the detail as to when this problem began and how many other parts of their lives have been affected. The next step is to have our neurological evaluation. We first want to see if your child is functioning at the right chronological age compared to their neurological age. You may have heard some terms such as interhemispheric asymmetry, which simply means are both sides of the brain equal in function. You have all kinds of function on both sides of the brain, but if it's not integrated correctly, then your child may have a difficulty. In addition, when the child is old enough, we will conduct also a stress test. This is something that's very unique to Original Development. This test really helps us understand what is going on the inside of your child. We will be able to determine what's going on with their brain waves, what's going on with very important systems like their heart, their respiration, their muscle tone, all of which are very important for them to be able to function correctly. During this test, the child will receive 4 different stressors. The first one is just to see how they handle the physical environment that they're in. The second stress is to be able to determine what goes on inside of their body when they try to do schoolwork or cognitive function. The third part of the test is going to measure what are their reactions to distracting noises. Like, what would it be like being in the classroom with many other children? What's it like with familiar noises? What happens to their systems as a result of it? And the last part is all about the breathing. There are 3 fundamental things that the brain must have. Glucose, which is your food. Second one is oxygen. And the third is stimulation. It's very important to test how your child's breathing rhythms actually handle being under stress. This is such a unique outcome for us to be able to see what is truly going on the inside of your child. I'd like to share one story with you. We have children that have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder, and these children are on very serious medications. So if you're taking a medication for anxiety, then we should really see a change in your stress response. First of all, let's define stress. Stress is not simply emotional. It's also mechanical. How easy is it for you to walk around? How easy is it for you to engage in activity? It's also chemical, like the foods that you eat. Do you respond normally to all kinds of food, or do you need a specialized diet? When we measure these kinds of things, we're able to really see the true blueprint of your child and how to address the problems that they are facing. So if a child is diagnosed with anxiety and they're on medication, we should be able to see all those systems that we were discussing normalize. But when we actually do the test with these children that are on these very serious medications, we actually find that maybe on the outside their behavior matches what teachers and parents really want, but on the inside, it's not the story that's being told. It's very easy for people to understand a child that's overweight, that child will have cardiovascular stress later in life. But the same thing is true that if your child is under chronic stress, mechanical, chemical, or emotional, the same long-term effects are able to happen to the heart, to the important organs that are involved during the stress response. Now, there's a lot of detail to this information, and the most important thing is we do the test and then we will spend as much time necessary explaining it to you. Original Development has some unique features that may match your family's needs. The last area that we focus on are labs. We want to see. We do not just guess what supplements to advise you to take. We want to know exactly what your child should have. Now, if you have had labs in the last perhaps 6 months without great changes to symptomatology, then we can utilize labs that you have from the past. But if we're dealing with a current situation, we want to know currently what's actually going on the inside. Now, this is a lot of information. Please just allow it to process. Original Development really takes pride in its mission statement, which is to reunite families back to a wholesome life. I invite you to take a look around the website, and please, at your leisure, feel free to fill out the consultation request, and I will personally give you a call back, and I would be happy to see if Original Development would meet your child's needs as well as your family. Thank you for your time.